Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fatima and I review books on this channel. In this video, I will be recommending you all one of the best psychological thrillers that I've read over the past few months with mind-boggling plot twists. Some of you may already be familiar with these, but if you haven't read them yet, then you're definitely missing out. The first psychological thriller that I have with me is Never Lie by Frida McFadden. Never Lie is a gripping psychological thriller about newlyweds Tricia and Ethan who become stranded in a fierce snowstorm in a remote, eerie manor that once belonged to a famous psychiatrist, Dr. Adrian Hale, who vanished under mysterious circumstances. So while being trapped inside, Tricia discovers a hidden stash of Dr. Hale's therapy session recordings, which reveals disturbing secrets about the doctor's patients and hint at the truth behind her disappearance. This book was a 5-star read for me, so if you're planning to pick up a psychological thriller to read, then please start with this one. The second book that I have with me is What Lies Between Us by John Marrs. What Lies Between Us by John Marrs is a tense psychological thriller that revolves around a deeply troubled mother-daughter relationship. Nina keeps her mother Maggie chained in the attic of their shared home as punishment for past actions she believes are unforgivable. The daily dinners and confined existence are laced with resentment, control, and secrets. I was super intrigued to read about why her mother was chained, and the ending of this book was sort of like an open-ended one, and I quite liked the way this book ended. This book was a 4-star read for me, and you should definitely read this one. Alright, the third book is Not Quite Dead Yet, written by Holly Jackson. At first, I was going to pick A Good Girl's Guide to Murder to read, which is quite famous, but then I changed my mind and I picked this one instead, and honestly, I wasn't disappointed at all. Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson follows 27-year-old Jet Mason, who after being brutally attacked on Halloween night, learns she has only about 7 days to live unless she undergoes a risky surgery. Instead of choosing the slim chance of survival, Jet uses her remaining time to uncover who tried to kill her. With help from her childhood friend Billy, she confronts family tensions and re-evaluates friends and past relationships as she races against the clock to solve her own attempted murder. I managed to predict one approaching plot twist in this book, and that made me feel really smart about myself. I feel like a genius every time I spot a plot twist before the author spills the beans. This book was a 4-star read for me. The fourth book is not exactly a book, it's a series called The Housemaid series. Crazy famous series out there. The Housemaid series by Frida McFadden follows Millie Calloway, a former paralee who becomes a live-in maid for the wealthy Winchester family. In The Housemaid, she uncovers the household's darkest secrets. The housemaid's secret plunges her into deeper deception and hidden threats, while the housemaid is watching test her courage as even darker plots and shocking revelations emerge. Across the series, suspense, manipulation, and twisted family drama keeps Millie and the readers on edge. What I loved the most is that it had short chapters and it was fast-paced and truly engaging. This series was a 4.5-star read for me, highly recommended. Fifth and the last book that I have with me today is Then She Was Gone, written by Lisa Jewell. Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell is a psychological thriller about Laurel Mack, whose 15-year-old daughter Ellie vanished without a trace. A decade later, Laurel's life is still defined by grief and unanswered questions until a chance romance introduces her to a man whose young daughter eerily resembles Ellie, reigniting hope and suspicion. This book was slightly disturbing for me to read because I had already predicted when and how Ellie disappeared, but this book was still a 4-star read for me. That was all the worthy books that I had read, and currently I'm reading I Let You Go by Claire McIntosh. Let me know your thoughts about the books that I've mentioned, and if you guys have any recommendations for me, then please list them down below in the comment section. And that is all. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back with another book review soon. Till then, goodbye. Bye.